Well, we finally got our snow. We had that big ice storm last weekend and caused all kind of damage and as you saw in earlier posts, my daughter had a lot of issues with trees taking power lines out and frozen lines, and my son's power was out and he was out busting his butt working the roads, brining and salting and scraping and all that good stuff. And but now we're around to just a nice snow. It's coming down nice and soft. It's one of the softest snows I think I've seen in a long time. But I came out here while it was still snowing to just come out and enjoy the softness and the quiet. It's nice. I remember, I was thinking this morning, I remember back in '93, I was here in North Georgia when the big ice storm hit, and it was pretty crazy. I was actually having to live in town then, and I remember walking out trying to get some supplies, and it was shoot, there was drifts up to my knees easily. Roads were shut down. Hell, everything up here in North Georgia was shut down for a good week back then. Atlanta was even hit hard, and nobody kind of expected it. Old Glenn Burns, our local meteorologist for Channel 2 back then, he'd kind of made the call, and the producers and everything told him he can't go on live TV and say that that was coming, and they didn't believe it was, and he made the call, and sure enough it did. But it just got me thinking this morning. Back then, of course, I was a lot younger. I was kind of caught up in the everything going on, and just the hustle and bustle of life and trying to figure things out. And one of the blessings of growing older now, at my age, I come out here this morning, I'm like, I need to go out and walk in the snow. I need to go out and just enjoy the softness and the peacefulness of it. Even the ice storm last weekend, it was a headache and caused a lot of damage for folks, and no telling how much money it cost some. But I don't know. I look at it this morning, I'm like, I need to get out there and just go enjoy it for a few minutes, and before everybody gets out playing in the snow and doing what they do, out here making snowmen and all that cool stuff they're going to do today, I'm sure. Got the wood heater stoked up this morning, warming things back up. I didn't let it go last night. I was trying to reserve a little wood, but I don't know, I was just thinking, you never know. You got to get out here, even when the ice storms hit and the craziness of everything. You got to wonder, once you get my age, there's a red cardinal over there. Ain't no way I'll get him on camera. But, you gotta take the approach sometimes, You never know what life's gonna bring. Take a moment and pause and go out in it. You never know. Could be your last one. Could be your last snow. Could be your last seeing ice and all that, as disastrous as it was over the weekend, You never know what life's going to bring or what life isn't going to bring. So at my age, I've learned to pause more. I guess that's why I say that at the end of my videos, As you get older, you learn to calm down, and I remember going out of town and working out, and I worked on the road a lot. I used to build equipment for the food processing industry, and we'd build it during the week, take it out and put it in on the weekends while the plants were shut down. So I've been all out in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, up in the corner of Arkansas a little bit. I actually had somebody that comments on my stuff every now and then. They're in Arkansas. Wish I could have explored Arkansas more. May still one day. But, and of course I've been all up on the eastern shore and everything. So, you know, I've been seen it, you know, I've been in a lot of it, I guess. Not a lot of it, but I've been in, you know, a decent amount of it. And but you know, I was working back then, and I don't know, wasn't mature enough, I guess, to take that pause and just enjoy it for what it was, to capture it for a moment. And of course, we didn't have cell phones and all that back then, so, you know, wasn't a lot of picture taking going on. So, unfortunately, I wish there was at times. But anyway, I just wanted to come out today, and I figured that'd be my video for the day. And maybe you can get out today if you've got some snow, and you know, find you a nice peaceful spot and just enjoy it. I don't hear hardly any traffic. I hear a plane a little bit. We're kind of on a line that goes into downtown Atlanta eventually. But you hear the birds, hear an occasional dog. But mostly it's just the softness of the snow coming down. I consider it a blessed moment. This is, you know, I started saying about 20 years ago, and I guess it's kind of become a lot more people say it than I realized. But you know, this is my church. I don't go to a building church. I grew up in that, but this is where I find the Creator. This is where I think He's at. This is where I think He speaks to you the most. So anyway, I'm rolling on 7 minutes here, so power may go out later on today, and I may not get this out for a day or two, but I just wanted to come out here and just kind of enjoy it and be out in it. Like I said, I'll be back out here in a little while. Landon will come out here. I'm sure he'll want to make a snowman, and his mom will come out, and they'll get out here. And we've got an old snowboard. We don't get to use it very often. We've got some sleds. Maybe they can get out here and have a good time today, you know. Maybe I can get out here and have a good time. Believe it or not, at my age, I'm not above getting out here and making a fool of my damn self and breaking a bone. I've done it before, so. But, you know, it's all about the stories. That's what life is. Life's all about the stories. This is a story. You know, January 2026, the ice that shut down the town, and a week later, the beautiful snow that came. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the house, check that wood heater. As I always say, don't forget to pause. Come out in nature. Get you a bit of nature. It's good. It's medicinal, spiritual. Take time, pause, spend time with your family. Build those bonds, keep them strong. Until the next video, if you're having snow today, have a beautiful snow day. If you're not, have a beautiful Saturday anyway. See you on the next video. Peace. Love you.